The easiest digital side hustle for moms over 40 might not be what you think. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact digital side hustle that I discovered that not only taught me digital marketing, but also gave me a product that I could resell for 100% profit as a complete beginner. And what's really crazy is I had no tech skills, no marketing experience, and no social media following. And I was still working full time when I found this. So if you've ever wondered if there's actually a realistic way for a regular working mom to earn from home, stick around, because later in this video, I'm going to show you the exact thing that made me realize making money online didn't have to be nearly as complicated as I thought. Hey friend, if we haven't met yet, my name is Charlene. I'm a 44-year-old wife, mom of 3, and I've been in dentistry for over 20 years. And just a couple years ago, I was exhausted, stressed out, living paycheck to paycheck. I wanted more time with my family, some breathing room. And honestly, I was tired of feeling like I was working so hard, but we were still struggling to make ends meet. I wasn't tech savvy outside the dental office. I didn't have a marketing background, and I didn't have any kind of social media following. And I definitely wasn't looking to become some influencer. I was simply a working mom who was looking for a way to make some extra income without sacrificing more time with my family. So before I jump in, I want to ask you something. Have you ever tried a side hustle that didn't work out? Drop yes or no down in the comment, because I'd love to know that I'm not the only one. Because trust me, I've been there too. I tried things too. And that's exactly why I want to share what has finally worked for me. So before I tell you what finally worked, let me tell you a little bit of why I was searching in the first place. Like a lot of moms, I started searching online because I needed another option. Not because I hated my job. Not because I wanted to quit tomorrow. I was just looking for a way to make an extra $500 a month. That's it. An extra $500 a month would give us some breathing room. It would have helped with groceries. It would have helped with unexpected bills. It would have helped me not stress so much every time something came up that was unexpected. And maybe you can relate to that, because I wasn't trying to get rich overnight. I wanted to feel like we were finally getting ahead instead of always trying to catch up. And the frustrating part is that I had already tried things before. I had joined opportunities that sounded promising. I had tried other side hustles that people were having success with. I had spent a lot of time and money hoping something would actually work. But every single time, it's like I hit a wall. Some things were too complicated. Some required skills that I just didn't have. And some felt like I was constantly chasing people. And after a while, I kind of started thinking that maybe making money online just wasn't meant for me. But the problem wasn't that I couldn't do it. The problem was I was trying to build everything from scratch. And maybe you're doing the same thing right now. If you have tried things before and it didn't work, I want you to hear this. That doesn't mean that you failed. It just simply means that you haven't found the right vehicle yet, because that's exactly where I was. I had already tried things, I had already spent money, and I had already felt disappointed. But looking back now, every failed attempt is what actually led me to what finally worked. So if you're sitting there thinking, maybe I'm too late, maybe I'm not techie enough, maybe this works for other people, but not me, I want you to know I felt the exact same way. I'm going to show you why this is completely different than anything I've ever tried before. And if you're anything like me, you probably want to see how something actually works before you decide if it's a fit. So if that's you, I want you to check out the free class that I have linked down below. It's going to take you behind the scenes and show you exactly how this business model works, step by step. Honestly, it's the kind of training I wish I would have found when I was first looking for a way to make extra income. So what if the biggest mistake that beginners make is trying to create something before they know how to market it? For the longest time, I thought I needed the perfect product. Something unique, something different, something nobody else was doing. But I eventually realized that that wasn't my real problem. My real problem was that I didn't know how to get people to see what I was offering. That's where digital marketing comes in. Because learning how to create content, learning how to attract people, learning how to build simple systems, learning how to follow up automatically. These are skills that work no matter what you're selling. And if I would have learned digital marketing years ago, I probably would have had a lot more success with some of the other things that I had tried. So that's when I realized that I didn't need another opportunity. I needed a skill set. And once I understood that, everything started to change. Because if you can learn how to market, you can use that skill for years to come. But then I found something that taught me the skills I actually needed and gave me something that I could sell. I discovered a master resale rights program, and I actually had no clue what that meant. So here's the simplest way that I can explain it. I purchased a digital education program. Inside that program, I learned digital marketing, content creation, social media, email marketing, automation, how to attract customers online. But here's what really got my attention. I could also resell the exact same education and make 100% profit. So when I first heard that, I just remember thinking, wait, what? How does this work? I get the education and I can sell it? That was a huge light bulb moment for me because I didn't have to spend months trying to create my own product. I didn't have to figure everything out from scratch. I could focus on learning and implementing at the same time. And that's what made this feel so doable as a complete beginner. I wasn't building from scratch. I was following a proven path. And for somebody that was already working full time, that was super important to me. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, okay, Charlene, but I want to see how this actually works. I completely understand because that's how I felt when I first heard about it. That's why I have the class linked down below. It's going to take you behind the scenes and walk you through everything step by step and show you exactly how this business model works. You'll be able to see the system, the process, and how all the pieces fit together before you decide if it's something for you. Go check that out using the link down below and then come right back because there's something else about this program that made it stand out from everything else that I had tried. What made this even more powerful was what came with this program. It wasn't just training. It came with systems that were already pre-built for you. The website's already built, the pages were already built, the email follow-ups were already built in, and the training was already there and organized. The roadmap was there. And as a busy working mom, that really mattered because I didn't have hours to spend every day trying to figure things out. I needed something simple. I needed something that was step by step, and I needed something that could actually fit around my life. Plus, there's ongoing support and weekly mentoring calls. There's people to learn from. There's people that are already getting results, and that gave me the confidence that I wasn't having to figure this all out on my own. Having a roadmap gave me confidence because I wasn't guessing anymore. I was following a proven process that was already working for other people, and that made taking action so much easier. Now let's talk about why I think this is the easiest side hustle for busy moms over 40. Moms don't have unlimited time. We're juggling work, kids, sports, dinner, laundry, life. What I absolutely love about this is that I can do this around my schedule and around my family. Sometimes it was 30 minutes before work, maybe 30 minutes on my lunch break, sometimes maybe an hour after dinner. But most days I'm spending about 2 hours a day learning and implementing. I wasn't getting on sales calls. I wasn't chasing people, and I wasn't messaging strangers all day or trying to recruit and build a team. I was learning valuable skills and having automation do all the heavy lifting for me. And because I could resell the program for 100% profit, my first sale covered my investment. Everything after that was profit. But I think that the bigger win here is learning skills that I can use for life. Skills that can help me create multiple streams of income. Skills that can be used in almost any business. And the skills that gave me the confidence that I could actually do this. The income's amazing, but the skills are way more valuable because once you learn digital marketing, you can apply it to almost anything. And that's why this has ended up being so much different than anything else that I have tried. Now, if you're thinking that this might be something you want to learn more about, then your next step is simple. Grab the free class that's linked down below. It's the exact roadmap that I followed when I was first trying to figure all this out. Inside, it'll walk you through the same steps that I took to go from overwhelmed and confused to finally understanding how to build a business around my busy life. Because trust me, if I am a full-time working mom with no tech skills, no experience, and no following, who can learn this, you can too. Because I promise you, there is nothing special about me. I'm just a working mom who stopped looking for the perfect opportunity and finally decided to learn the skills. So if you're a mom who's over 40 and you're looking for a realistic way to earn from home, I want you to know that you don't need experience. You don't need a degree. You don't need tech skills, and you don't need a following to get started. Sometimes the fastest path isn't creating something from scratch. Sometimes it's finding a proven roadmap, learning valuable skills, and taking consistent action. So if you'd like to learn more about the blueprint that I am following, grab it down below. I've got it linked for you. But before you go, I want to ask you one final question. If you could make an extra $500 a month, What would that do for your family? Would it help pay bills, pay off debt, create some breathing room, and get a little bit of that financial pressure off your shoulders? Let me know in the comment. And if you found value in this video, make sure you like and subscribe, because every week I share simple ways working moms can build more income, time freedom, without adding more hours to their day. I'll see you in the next video.